Some parts of this game may be considered violent or cruel. That might be understating it a little bit. Oh, Konami. Konami, you used to be good. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 is a survival horror game made by Konami in 2003. As you can guess from the title, it is the third game in the Silent Hill series, and I will happily go on record as saying that this is the last one that was any good. Now, you may notice that I'm moving the cursor around here on the title screen. That's because we will go back to that track mode very quickly. So I don't want that to happen. You'll also notice that we got a couple of options here other than new game, load, and options. One of them is extra new game. Now, because I've beaten the game a few times before, if we go to extra new game, we can start the game over with all the items and stuff that we've earned. Extra costume. Well, actually, let me show you extra costume. Extra costume brings us to this typewriter here. And if you know the right codes to put in, you can unlock extra costumes for our main character. She gets a lot of them, and I do mean a lot of extra costumes. Only one of them has any effect on the game, and there are usually hints in the game to unlock the extra costumes, although I think some of them you really just need to pull out of magazines. In fact, some of them are based on those magazines. But let's go back to the title screen. Let's also take a look at the options real quick. Now, I had been playing this on my own to get ready for this stream, and I noticed that it was very hard to see what was going on. So I currently have the brightness level set to maximum, and I also have the subtitles turned on. But if we hit L and R here, L or R here, we get the extra options. We can change the color of the blood. That will be what the enemies bleed and so forth. We also change how much they bleed. I also have the noise effect off. That means there won't be this kind of grainy blur on top of the screen. I have that off once again because I was having trouble seeing this while streaming, and I didn't want that to bother you guys. We can also change the bullet adjustment. Now, I think we're just going to leave it at ×1 because some of those extra goodies we have are going to make it easier to get through the hordes of horrible monsters. Okay, so we are actually going to start a new game from the very beginning. Now, we have two options here. We can change our action level, which is how difficult and tough the monsters and stuff would be. We are going to go normal mode. But we also can select our riddle level, and that will affect how difficult the puzzles are. Again, we're just going to go with normal here. Alright, and there's our heroine of the story at the Lakeside Amusement Park.
Where am I?
Well, wherever you are, you've come armed. So that's one of the things I really like about this Silent Hill, is it just throws you right in there. So I just hit select, and we're going to take a look at our inventory screen. Now our status is blue right now. That means we are at the healthiest we can be. We have our flashlight and radio to help us navigate the darkness. And we have a couple of weapons. We start off with a knife, a pipe, a handgun, and even a submachine gun. So let's put the submachine gun on. We have a few supplies, a health drink to do some healing, first aid kit to do more healing, and some bullets. Now, I don't think we have a map of this place. Nope. So let's start walking around. So this has your normal basic tank controls. If I press the up direction button, Heather will walk forward. And if I press left or right, she'll start to veer in those directions as well. And if I press back, she'll start walking backwards. I can strafe to the left or the right by hitting the L1 and the R1 buttons. And if I hit them both at the same time, she does a quick turn. And you hit the R2 trigger to go into attack stance. At this point, she can still strafe, and she can move back and forwards, and she can even turn in place. Now, if I hit, there we go, triangle, not triangle, square, she'll do a block. If I hit X, she'll fire. This is still the very beginning of the game. We have some people asking in the stream. Alright, so if we press X, we can interact with objects. In this case, we're opening the door. And there is our first group of enemies, which is why I wanted to have the submachine gun on. This dog-looking creature over here, I think it's called a split head. And it's, think of kind of like a mummified dog whose head has been bisected. They are, well, for me, they're some of the worst enemies in the game because they're quick and they're low to the ground, so it makes them hard to hit. Like other Silent Hill games, our radio will make noises to let us know that there are enemies nearby. And there is another one. That right there is a closer. Now these guys are huge and intimidating, but thankfully they're not so hard to get around. Well, that's if you have room to get around. Oh, for those of you interested, I am playing this on the PS2, so we will have the original voice acting as God intended. There's a stuffed rabbit animal here. Let's see. What goodies, if any, are around here? Boxes of cookies and chocolates. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating it here and now. Heather, I can't blame you. It's a rabbit stuffed animal here. The mouth part is stained red. Almost like blood stains. Disgusting. Yeah, her name is Heather. On the back of the box, it says her name is Heather Morris. Although I don't think she's actually ever called that in the game. And if I'm remembering correctly, that's actually the name of her voice actor. There are lots of different styles, but I don't really want any of them. I'm getting out of this nasty place. If they had any tools, now that'd be a different story. Stuff for animal rabbit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything all that useful around here. Alright, that closer should be really, well, close. Now, to me, a closer looks a lot like the Silent Hill 2 enemy, the Mandarin, except it's up and about walking around instead of crawling under grates. Well, hanging from under grates. Oh, hello. That's probably one of the things I should have mentioned. If I hold down L2, the camera will pan behind us. It usually makes it easier to see things that are coming at us and to get a beat on enemies. Oh, hello! Okay, out of ammo. Okay, if I'm quick, I might be able to block this dog's attack. Nope. Oh, maybe I did. I also might be able to knock it out of the air if it comes at us. Nope. There we go. Oh! That horrible looking thing you see flying up there? That's a pendulum. Those things are also terrible. It's hard to describe what a pendulum looks like. I can kind of look. It's like some whirling blades on a central body that flies around. Well, they can get on the ground and kind of walk around. We're going to avoid that thing. is starting to slowly change. It's locked. Now, pendulums can fly, so they don't have the same terrain problems that we have. Now, that gate is not locked. So we're walking along the tracks of this roller coaster, and I want to remind you all that we have to be careful moving around, because we can actually fall off of precipices and cliffs and things of that nature. Now, since it's on not easy, since it's on normal, it might be a little more difficult for that to happen. If we run off to a ledge, Heather will probably catch herself most of the time. But I'm not going to risk it. Uh-oh, Heather, what's going on? Oh. Well, I guess I screwed that up. Oh, no. No, I didn't. Just like the original Silent Hill, it starts off with you thinking something horrible has happened to your character.
What a nightmare.
Oh, it's Happy Burger. What do we have here?
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Alright, so we have some grizzled old man
Heather,
following her around.
I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carter. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
So one thing you might notice is that red halo around Heather's head. That is just happening at the moment because one of the things that we've unlocked through other playthroughs is what's called the Heather Beam, where she can just shoot lasers from her eyes. Now over here on the mirror is our save point. The mark on this mirror, it looks so familiar somehow. What do I know it from? Where did I once see it? And why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? So we don't need to save just yet. We'll look around the bathroom a little bit. That weird old detective is out there, so I'm not leaving. I guess someone's in there. What about this window? Alright, we're outside. You got an unlimited submachine gun. The road is blocked with empty boxes and stuff. You can't get through. So yeah, that's one of the extras I've unlocked. We have a submachine gun, and this one never runs out of ammunition, nor does it need to be reloaded. Now I'll probably use it once in a while, but I'm not going to try to lean on it too much. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Never mind. But how'd this car park here? That's a good question. I guess they just backed up and then stopped. So let me bring another thing to your attention while we're playing this. I also have this on a memory card with my save data from Silent Hill 2. And what happens if you have that, you unlock a little bit of extra content in this game. It's just a couple of cute little Easter eggs. Lock's broken. But hey, you might as well get them if you can. Lock is still broken. Lots of stuff posted up here, but nothing useful. Door's shut tight. Won't open at all. So you know what? Let's take a look at our inventory real quick. We have her house key. Daisville apartment number 102. We have her pendant. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. When I asked Dad what it was, he said, just a lucky charm. But he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. Alright, so that's important. Okay, so here are her costumes. The first one is the Princess Heart costume, which transforms her into a magical girl. We're probably not going to use that. But from here on, we have several different shirts that she can wear. I think what we're going to do is I'll let you guys watching in the stream decide when we can change our costumes. So just every once in a while, somebody can scream out, "Change now," and I'll put on the next shirt in the sequence. Of course, if for whatever reason I don't think we should change shirts, or it's been too soon, we won't. Alright, a knife. It's a switchblade for self-defense. I've never used it, but just in case. And the unlimited submachine gun. I wanted to look at our supplies too, but I don't actually think we have any. Now, if you've played Silent Hill, or have watched any of my playthroughs of Silent Hill, you know that there is a lot of doors with broken locks. But if it says the door is locked, as opposed to lock's broken, you can probably come by and open it up at some point. Well, we're back out in the mall proper. Lock is broken. But it looks like they're shutting down for the night. Well, has some light, and the door looks ajar. Let's go in there. Ooh, what is that? Some sort of handgun? Ooh. One of the monsters from Heather's dream.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me!
Now you're out of ammo. But apparently that was enough.
What the hell is this thing?